Dear citizen, it's been a long time since we talked. It's time for us to reconnect. I know these last few years have been tough. A lot has changed since the family reunited and grew. We almost burned the whole house down, twice actually, but then rebuilt it together through sweat and tears. We tore down a wall that stood for fear. We made it easy to get around. So much has changed since our early days together. We have achieved great things. We are healthier than ever. Our cultural richness is the envy of the world. Our work, our quality of life, the way we look out for each other, all this should make us proud. Yet sometimes it may have seemed like I was the one doing all the talking. I was certainly trying my best to provide, to make our home safe and comfortable. But I may have gotten too wrapped up in my own bubble, in my own projects, expanding the house, worrying about the bills, all the new arrivals. We need to clarify again the house rules, rules we agreed are non-negotiable for both us and for any newcomers. Under this roof, every person's dignity is to be respected, full stop. We agree to give each other the freedom to express different beliefs, provided this doesn't hurt the community. Keeping these rules hasn't always been easy, but we both know how important these values have been. Also, the issue of trust, very important. All of us are in this together. All of this makes up the agreement. Those who don't respect it are no longer welcome in the house. Keeping the house safe and secure is a priority, especially after all the terrible things we've seen now in so many places. We're working on strengthening the border and on a high-tech counter-terrorism system that helps us get all the info we need. We're even working on putting our armed forces together. But security is also about having the chance to get ahead. We've been putting in place several good ideas for how to create jobs, especially for young people, and for how to get everyone the training they need. In the workshop and the lab, in the sales room and on the construction site. We're working to make sure no one falls through the cracks. The world is moving so fast. Places that used to buy what we make are making things of their own. We've got to find new ways to stay sharp. We all can benefit. The world is not something we should be afraid of. Together, we need to shape a new global strategy so we can continue to lead. Together, we can be so strong, so creative. We need to figure out how to ask good questions, how to think outside the box. I've tried my best in this letter to share with you my take on how things stand. Here are just a couple of things I want to recommit to. Picking up the phone when you call and not promising more than I can deliver. I hope this builds more trust between us. Remember, united we are strong. I want to hear from you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, a Europeanist at heart and a transatlanticist by blood, being himself a son of a transatlantic family. Our next speaker has witnessed firsthand the Spanish economic miracle of the 1990s, while serving as a member of the Spanish government. He has passionately supported at EPP summits Prime Minister Rajoy's government reforms, which have put Spain back at the forefront of the European Union. He is known for his clear and direct style, but also for his great loyalty. You all know him for he has shared both good and bad moments with you all in your national politics. Ladies and gentlemen, the man you know you can always count on, our EPP Secretary General, Antonio López-Istúriz White.
Dear Prime Ministers, dear Presidents, dear colleagues, especially my colleagues also from the European Parliament, and all my friends from Partit Nacionalista here in Malta. It is difficult to tell you how proud I am to see all of you here in Malta, united today. Thank you, Simon Busuttil, and your party for hosting us. Thanks to you, today Malta is the most important member state for all of us. You have made Malta the center of the attention of 3,000 delegates and guests and more than 250 journalists from all around Europe. I would be surprised if the socialists on this island would be able to gather a football team of European socialists. But of course, you cannot blame the European socialists because they know that the Socialist Party on this island was against the accession of Malta to the EU. Thank you also, Lawrence Gonsi and Fede Kadami, all of you, and all of you in the party. You were the ones who had Malta in Europe, at the center of Europe. Thank you very much. I remember, I have memories. I remember that we are Christian Democrats, conservatives, or liberals. But here today, we are the European People's Party. I remember when our group, dear Manfred, you remember in the past, was divided, was split between European People's Party and European Democrats, thanks to our British colleagues. I also remember when the European Socialist Party was united, powerful political force. Thanks to the work of many, today this is no longer the case. Thanks to Helmut Kohl, to Wilfried Martens, and many others in the past, we are here today united and strong. United and strong to face whatever letters are sent to us from London, or to respond to whatever tweets President Trump might dedicate to us. The video you have just seen before my intervention reminds us of one thing. We are strong, we are united, we have a project for Europe. But we have to tell it. And also, we have to listen. The reason why some of our fellow citizens have voted for populists is because they haven't been felt represented. We need to reconnect with them. This is what the EPP wants, and this is what the EPP is committed to do, reinforcing the original pact between Europe and the Europeans. Extremists and populists will not succeed. We have heard the message. The narrative of despair has had an echo on the middle class, because this has been a period of uncertainty, of fear. It started with economic and financial crisis. Then we confronted the challenge of immigration, and we are witnessing more and more a rapid transformation of the labor market. But we are the party of the middle class. It is not just banks who need bailing out. We need to bail out our people from economical despair. Dear colleagues, dear friends, Europe wasn't made to protect itself. It was created to protect its citizens. This is the plan of the EPP for the coming years, to protect and to deliver. Let's deliver new jobs and protect against the fear of change, including the fear of globalization. Some people feel like they have been losers of globalization. Only European policies can provide a safety net. Only European unity will ensure better opportunities for the people. Let's deliver more defense and protect our society against external threats. We need to make our allies respect us and the enemies of democracy fear us. To invest more in defense and coordinate better in security. European foreign and security policy is based on constructing peace. Europe is already the largest aid contributor, yet we only a few are aware of this, especially the ones receiving the aid. And in spite of it, we are never invited to the negotiating tables. If we want to participate in peace talks, we need to be there. We need boots on the ground. And finally, let's deliver leadership and protect our Western values. It is fine to be pragmatic, but we need to be led by our values. Let's not be shy about them. It would be a shame if we ever begin to take them for granted. In Belarus, people like you, people like me, are being brutally imprisoned just for expressing their opinions. Blood has been spilled in Ukraine so people can have the security and freedom that we have. Syrians are fleeing their country and looking to Europe as a land of hope. Our friends in Cuba and Venezuela dream of building a society like the one we have. Let's get real. Let's be proud about our values. Dear friends, socialists are digging their own political grave all over Europe. In many countries, they try to copy the populists, hoping for success. But citizens will not be fooled. They tried in Bulgaria, and guess what? Our EPP leader, Boyko Borisov, proved them wrong. In Spain, far-left populists tried the same maneuver, and Mariano Rajoy made responsibility triumph. In Croatia, Andrej Plenković brought back enthusiasm for Europe. And so will Kyriakos Mitsotakis do in Greece. And of course, Angela Merkel will do that in the next elections in Germany once again. This doesn't make headlines, but what a lesson. Pro-Europeans winning elections. The more we get back to the real core of the center-right, the more people will support us. I am very proud of the women and men of the EPP. If one day the EPP loses unity, the EU will be in serious trouble. It is my belief that the EU today depends on our EPP unity. I am honored to work shoulder to shoulder with President Joseph Daul. You have given me the best advice that you can give to a passionate Spanish. It is réfléchir avant d'agir. I am proud that we have managed to have three leaders at the head of the institutions. Jean-Claude Juncker, that you have provided a political vision to the European Commission. Donald Tusk, that he has achieved support in all the EPP family and among all true European statesmen. And my friend, lo digo en español, Antonio Tajani. En nombre de todos los españoles y de los europeos, gracias por tu confianza, por tu trabajo y lo que nos quieres, Antonio. Muchísimas gracias. Tutti noi siamo fieri di te, al partito, tu lo sai, tu un grande amico, tu stai lavorando per il futuro non solo del Parlamento europeo ma di tutta l'Europa e per l'Italia. Grazie Antonio. My dear party members, we need to change our mindset. Enough defeatism. I have talked with many of you personally, and we have one thing in common. What brought us into politics is the conviction that things can change for the better. If we bring this same conviction to the citizens, history will be on our side. That's what EPP politicians are made of. We are convinced and we are committed. Thank you very much.